how do you define excessive ego? I mean, I'm just thinking out loud. If you have a successful entrepreneur and he builds up, let's say Bill Gates, he's an extreme person, he builds up a company which is very successful, and I'm sure he must be very egoistic, otherwise he couldn't have built this company. So where do you draw the line?
Being ambitious and being egoistic are two different things. I met Bill Gates.
Okay.
I have seen him. We were just together, Bill Clinton and Bill Gates and Bono. We were all together. And if you meet him personally, and his wife Melinda, they are very beautiful people. To achieve success, you don't have to become egoistic. You have to have an aim. Aim that I will achieve it and I will do it. Even after achieving that, I am not going to hold for myself only. I am going to share with others. And that day we were there talking, and he gave half of his wealth, $26 billion, for the world. And one of the industrialists who lives in Geneva and England, Indian industrialist, the topmost industrialist in India, once we were talking in our ashram, we were sitting. He said, I realize sometime why I am earning. We have so much. For what we are earning? There's no need. Our several generations can eat, and it will be not less for them. It will be too much. Then even generation after generation, they can keep eating, keep using this money, and it will not be less to them. It's so much. But why we are doing it? First, to inspire our children. Keep doing. Keep working. Don't be idle. And idle minds is empty minds in idle workshop. Go on. Second, if we have today, now it's not, we are saturated. We have come to that point, we are saturated. We don't need money for ourselves. If money comes, we can share with others. Give it to others. So there, it's not the being egoistic and earn money. It is being more ambitious and have this money and serve people. And believe me, if these people, whoever they are, wherever they are, I always take and see plus points of everybody. If somebody has 10 points, 9 are plus points and 1 is minus, I take 9. I have only 1 plus point. Why not to make 10 in my own life? Rather than talking about that 1 minus point. When we raise finger at others, these 3 fingers tell me also, hey, come on, look at you. It's God's grace, nobody notices. This camera is on. Takes pictures of every moment. Whether I take this and any action I perform is taking the pictures. But there is a super digital camera is also on in our heart. Not only taking the picture of our actions, but our thoughts. It's God's grace, nobody knows what is happening. If you take this movie and show to others, believe me, very difficult. The way we think, we go for shopping, take our car, we drive the car, go to the shopping center. We don't only shop the grocery, we shop so many things through our eyes, isn't it? So much. If the person next to us knows what we are shopping, divorce. Very difficult. Very difficult. Believe me, if all the pictures are taken through that digital camera, if somebody comes to know, Forget about somebody, even our own better half comes to know, life becomes very difficult. It's God's grace that God has given us this chance. Even the picture is on, the camera is on, everything is moving inside. Nobody is noticing. But God has given us that opportunity to correct yourself, to change yourself, but before somebody else knows about you. Otherwise, so much goes on, my dear, so much. If we make our own film and watch, forget about our 24 hours, even for a few minutes. 5 minutes, our mind goes without visa, without ticket, and goes so many places and come back. We don't notice. So, working for our businesses and being number one, no problem. But spirituality says, ego is going to inflate. It's going to be higher and higher if you become the number one. But spirituality says, don't worry, become number one. No problem. Becoming number one is not a problem on this earth. Be number one. He says, I am also number one. Don't worry. You are my son, you are my daughters. Be number one. But don't forget the number one. Do everything. Keep your life on. Achieve everything in your life. Don't compromise with less. But don't forget the number one. Why? Because the peace is there. We go for the grocery or for milk and we go to the menswear shopping center, you will not get milk there. Nowadays it's okay, everything in one center. You go one-stop shopping, everything is there. But peace is not there. Peace is somewhere else. And who is the house of peace, powerhouse of peace? If you have that connection with that powerhouse, no matter whatever you do, whatever you achieve, wherever you go, believe me, you will never lose connection. And if you don't lose connection, you will never ever become disappointed, broken, shattered, or scattered. Even you are sometime broken, you will come back. Because you are connected there. So reach to that height. It's not being egoistic. Have those heights in your lives also. Become Bill Gates, God bless you. But at the same time, we have to remember this wealth should be shared with others. This height should not become a point of ego trip. That I have to surrender to thee and share with others.
To watch more, log on to www.erosentertainment.com.